Hey, today I'm going to recap the Rose Bowl from yesterday between Wisconsin and Oregon. It was a great game. Oregon won 45-38. I was really high scoring, especially in the first half. Um, really good offense, not good defense from either team. I think because it was so high scoring, that it was the most high scoring game in Rose Bowl history. I think it was a combination of the two. Uh, Both teams have a really good offense. Neither has a particularly good defense, and even more to that point, both offenses just matched up really good against the other team's defense, which led to the high scoring. Like Wisconsin's defense was fairly decent all year, but they just didn't match up well against Oregon's speed. And same thing with Oregon. Oregon had a pretty good defense all year, but they just didn't match up well against Wisconsin's physical run game, Monty Ball and Russell Wilson. In terms of the game, it was the teams basically just traded touchdowns the whole first half. Um, Wisconsin got the ball first, drove down, scored. Oregon got it, scored, and they traded touchdowns. Really, the whole first half, I think there was one punt, and then there was a fumble. Wisconsin forced a fumble on Oregon and returned that. But other than that, it was 20-28 at halftime, and really Wisconsin had most of the time possession in the first half for two reasons. Number one, they like to sustain drives, wanted the ball, keep the clock moving, whereas Oregon, not only are they a quick strike in terms of like long plays, but they also have the hurry up offense. And I was pretty much equally impressed with both teams in the first half. I thought that for Oregon, D'Anthony Thomas was very impressive. I thought Darren Thomas played well, other than that fumble. And then like Michael James and Barner played pretty well too. And for Wisconsin, their offensive line blocked well. Russell Wilson really impressed me, and Monty Ball had a great first half. And then in the second half, the offenses slowed down a little bit. Both defenses stepped up a little bit, and then and then Wisconsin had the lead 38-35 towards the end of the third quarter, and Russell Wilson threw an interception in Wisconsin's territory. It was a great play by the Oregon linebacker, Alonzo. And then, so Oregon got the ball down by 3 after that interception. And then on that drive, after Oregon got the ball, they had a third down. They were like right in field goal range. I don't know if they probably would have just went for it on fourth down. But either way, on third down, Thomas threw it to Darren Thomas threw it to D'Anthony Thomas. Thomas caught it before the first down marker, and one guy had an attempt to tackle him. Thomas, being so elusive and so good with the ball, broke that tackle, got the first down, and on the very next play, Oregon scored and took the lead 42-38. And then Oregon stopped Wisconsin. Oregon got the ball back, and Oregon got a field goal. They drove all the way down, got the field goal to go up 7, 45-38. And then Wisconsin got the ball back. And if you remember, Russell Wilson threw a really nice pass to Jared Abbrederis. Abbrederis got down to the Oregon 30-yard line, and Abbrederis fumbled, and Oregon recovered it. So that would have been, because Wisconsin would have had a 1st and 10 from Oregon's 30, down by 7 with 4 minutes left, but Abbrederis fumbled. Oregon got the ball back. I think they got one first down. Nice drive in the sense that they killed some time. That's because that's not what they usually do. They're not used to letting the clock run out, but they did a nice job there. That was probably the key to the end of the game. There was Oregon letting the game clock run down, but still being able to execute their offense. And then they punted to Wisconsin. Wisconsin had I think 23 seconds left or something. Wilson threw a nice pass. They got it like a 25-yard gain, and then he threw another nice pass to got all the way down to Oregon's like 35, with 2 seconds left, and then they got to the line. Wilson spiked it, but the clock ran out. They reviewed it. It was at 0 when Wilson spiked it. So the game's over, and Oregon won 45-38. And just going back to that last play, in hindsight, and most people were probably thinking it even at the time. Instead of spiking and risking the 2 seconds running out, Wisconsin probably should have just ran a play. You just run a play, send the guys in the end zone. At least you can throw it in the end zone and hope. Because they really weren't that far out. It would have only been I think they were on the 30, either 25, 30, or 35. So that was that wasn't a great play by Wisconsin. But overall, it was a really fun game to watch. I'm a guy who I like all games, so I like high-scoring games in the middle, with mix of good offensive defense, and I like defensive games too. I love good defense as well. So for me, whatever, as long as they're two good teams, however they play, I'll watch it and enjoy the game. So I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed really they're two really unique offenses in the way they play, and it was just a really fun game to watch. And they're both two teams to keep an eye on next year. I would probably say a little bit more. I think Oregon will probably be a little bit better next year just because they return more guys. Because Wisconsin does lose their quarterback Russell Wilson. He was the 1-year player, so we'll see how they replace him. But Oregon, look out for D'Anthony Thomas next year. He's going to be a stud. He already is a stud. But next year he'll get the ball some more, and look out for him. I don't know if I'd be ready to say he's in the Heisman contention, but he could be. He's somebody to definitely keep an eye out for. He could be the most electric player in college football next year. D'Anthony Thomas is a really fun player to watch as well. His speed is unique, and the way that Chip Kelly and the Oregon offense find ways to get him the ball in advantageous ways for him, it's unique to watch him. So it was a fun Rose Bowl. Definitely probably one of the best in history, and just in terms of excitement. I had fun watching it. Congrats to both teams on a good season, Big Ten and Pac-12 champs. Congrats to Oregon for winning the Rose Bowl, especially after the 2 years they lost in the Rose Bowl, lost the national championship. It was good to see them win the Rose Bowl, so congrats to Chip Kelly and the Ducks. Great season by both teams, and a great game to end it. So thanks for watching. See you next time.